Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jewel. We are going to start on the Altered Book series today. It's going to be a project share or tutorial series on altering a book. And I have a stack of things here that I'm going to go over real quickly with you. And this is what we're going to start with. And of course, then we do finish it with the trims and everything. I wanted to pull out an altered book so you can see the finished project of an altered book. And I am going to do, excuse me guys, I gotta take a toy away from my dog, which is driving me insane. So, sorry about that. Oh my goodness, that's what you have. I got 3 rescues in here, and let me tell you, they get a little rambunctious from time to time. So I did do a series on this Christmas altered book, and pretty much we're going to end up with something similar, but not Christmassy, springtime. All right, I've got this book and I've thinned it out, and I'm going to show you real quickly how to thin a book out. These are all in great shape. So I do not even, I might come in and reinforce the outside of this binding. I'm not going to address the cover until we're finished with the book. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do on this cover. But these books, this is a 89, I think, somewhere in there. And the binding and everything is in really good condition. So with this one, I had to totally take the whole book apart and rebuild the spine and everything. So if you can find a book that you don't have to do that and you're new to junk journaling, this is the best way to begin. And it really, you're not sewing signatures in and all that, and it's super fun to alter a book. Okay, with that, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to show you quickly how to thin your book out. This book started with 500 and something pages. I have it down to 56 pages, which is 112 sides, but it will be more than that because we are going to be doing flips and all sorts of fun things in here. And I need a lot of room in there because I don't want it to end up like this. I want it, the cover to, kind of like this. This is maybe a little thicker, but you can see it stays closed without an enclosure. So as I build my book, I will build it probably from the front to the back. When I get to the back, if it looks like it's getting a little bit thick, I can come in and take some more pages out. But they're fairly evenly ripped out, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to show you that real quick in a second. So this is the book cover we're going to be using. The star of the show are going to be these digitals from Artymaze's new spring watercolor kit. It's like a watercolor wash. So I have... It's a beautiful kit, so I've printed them out. So I'm going to be doing these, and I did a quick watercolor print of my own yesterday to pop in here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this book. It could be a giveaway. So stay tuned and see. This is a very large kit, and she combined both the TN size, which is a traveler notebook size, as well as a regular size kit. And the traveler's notebook is pretty good for using in one of these Reader's Digest because these are smaller. And you can use whatever old book you have, but I have these. So this book is 7 3/4 inches wide by 5 1/4. So they're not very wide. So they're a nice compact book, and they're great for journaling in. Okay, so with that, I have this whole stack of fun embellishments and things that came with the kit. So I am going to be using a lot of these. I also did pull out some digitals from and that I thought would go because there's a lot of greens and blues and washes of those colors through here. And I saw these digitals from Maribel. No. I will list her below. I just, gosh, what is it? Well, I'm going to list her below, her shop. And so I did print some of these out because I thought they would go. I've got some doilies. I did this watercolor wash, a simple watercolor painting yesterday. I'm probably going to put that in there because it's got the blues and stuff. I've got some handmade paper here, probably because I liked the shades of yellow in there and stuff for spring. I have some cutoffs because I'm going to make some little booklets to go in there. Coffee dye, just some different papers. Here's a stack of coffee dyes, and you'll see why I chose the variety I chose, because as we build, we're going to build the pages. So I've got some old book pages. I thought that would go nicely. See, there's some blue in there. I don't know if I'll be using all these. Probably not. There's quite a stack here, but I've got the March of the Edith Holden. So see the birds, so I'll probably use some of that. I thought these drawings were pretty on here. I may use that. I've got a stack of envelopes and things like that. This is fun to just hang on the side of a page, and these are great to embellish a page with. And here's all of my envelopes because I like to have envelope flips through the book, and these have all been coffee dyed. I have some bags. This one's been coffee dyed. There's some more envelopes. I may use those. I know I'm talking kind of fast, but this is going to be, these take quite a while to do. They're very relaxing. They're a lot of fun, but since I'm doing a series on it, I've got to try to cut back some of the time. Bags. I've got old Sears and Roebuck page, and the reason why I chose this is because there's spades and things that you will work in a garden in, which kind of reminds me of spring. I've got some old music paper here, and that's pretty much it. Now, as far as the book goes, I showed you, I've thinned it out. This is ready to go. Basically, what you do, and I think I showed you with the last series as well, I kept the first couple of pages. Okay, these, you don't want to try to rip this out because it's connected, and I didn't want to rip this out because I liked it. Let me see, is it green in here? Yeah, look how pretty that is. That's going to go quite well. Plus the navy and the blue, so I may use a lot of this cover. I'll probably cover that. Okay, so then what I do is I'll go in, I'll probably keep the first 5 pages. Then I'm going to rip out 10 to 15, depending on the size of the book. They're usually around 500, yeah, 545. So then what I do is I kind of just bend this back. I don't want to ruin my spine. And I usually take 2 at a time, and I'll count to 15. So there's 2, 4, 6. Try to get as close in there as possible. If you want to take an X-Acto knife, you can, but be very careful because you could cut the spine. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so there's 10. I think I'll do 12. And then I'm going to take 2, and I'm going to do the same thing again. The reason why I use 2, you can do more than 2, is because oftentimes I like to glue here and glue here. And let me show you real quick. Then you can take, like, you can have a pocket there, you know, or whatever, or you can take one of your envelopes, if I can find one in the stash. I would just take the envelope. Okay. Let me see. Here's an envelope. I can glue that like this or glue that like that. And then I have this fun flip here for places to keep things. So then you do 2. I got 2, and then I'm going to do either 12 to 15, and then again I'll do 2. So if that didn't make a lot of sense. If you go and put ripping pages out of an altar book, Google that, and there's probably a lot better videos on it that will show you all the way through. But for the sake of time, we are ready to go, and I'm going to start in the beginning. Okay, first thing I want to do, and I hope my lighting is right, and let me check my camera one more time. I